This September the 12th picks edition of the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code MLB SGPN. Welcome, everybody, to the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Malcolm Bamford, coming to you from Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Today is Thursday, September the 11th. We are here to handicap a full slate of action for Friday, September the 12th. Joining me is eating a donut, Mr. Dylan Rockford. D-Rock, what's happening?
What's going on, Mal? Good to be with you again. No lunch for me. It was a busy day today in the streets, but yeah, just having a little snack here before dinner tonight. Any suggestions on what I should have for dinner tonight?
Oh, well, you asked me this the other day, didn't you? What? Because I had my haddock and rice, didn't I? Do you know what I had to risk tonight, D-Rock, for dinner? Bob at school was doing, I think they call it home economics or whatever. I don't know. Do you have that in your country? What do you call it?
Micro and macroeconomics.
Okay. You mean like cooking stuff, do you mean?
Oh, home ec.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I've had that.
he made minestrone soup. So obviously he comes in and he's proud as punch. So he's put the minestrone soup down. He's like, "There's your dinner, Dad. You don't have to bother cooking anything." So I had to take my life in my own hands, D-Rock. So I did. Do you know what? I microwaved it. What? I zhuzhed it up a little bit. I put a little bit of garlic oil, a little bit of chili oil. And I had some nice crusty bread. And it was all right. I'm still alive. I had it about 3 hours ago, and I'm still alive. So we'll have to see what the other end's like in the morning. So far, so good. But I ate Bob's minestrone soup for tea.
Maybe some tomato soup for me. I love a nice tomato soup with some grilled cheese. But it has to be, like, cold out for that. It's fucking 70 degrees outside.
Do you have tomato soup out of a tin, do you mean? Tomato soup out of a tin?
Yeah, or just I don't know how you naturally cook it, but yeah, I don't fucking know.
You fucking kill me. Do you cook anything?
Not fucking one thing. Oh my
really?
God. Yeah, it's bad.
Man.
Because if I'm by myself, it's a fucking nightmare. I'm telling you.
I absolutely believe you, mate. You don't have to justify yourself to me. 15 games tomorrow. There's quite a few off the board, which I'm surprised at, because I've seen pictures for most of them. We might get some. You might have more lines than me as we go along. The breaking news, though, sweeping the nation, D-Rock, is that you hit a home run prop. We talked about it, didn't we, on Tuesday, Juan Soto?
Hey, don't even think about it. Juan Soto having a historic last, 3-4 weeks. Last month he's been on fire. Don't got overthink it. Got late in the game, went to the bullpen. We got killed, which no surprise there, but Juan Soto says he's remarkable right now. So yeah, that was easy. How about you? Did you hit yours?
No, I hit him on the night we did the show. So I was a night out again. I took Hunter Goodman. And Hunter Goodman went yards the wrong night. So it's a long time since we had time traveling. Home run props, because that was quite a feat. You did hit your
lock, though.
Did I? Can't remember, mate. What was it?
It was the over in the Marlins game.
Oh, fuck it, yeah. Honestly, that had hit before I went to bed. Over the moon with that. A couple of early plays tonight. I took Pittsburgh first 5, and they scored 2 runs, and that I thought might be enough. But it was a push because it finished 2-2. They had runners at third base twice and couldn't push one over. So that pushed. And then wouldn't win any prizes, but I took the Blue Jays with Kevin Gausman. Kevin Gausman absolutely dealt tonight. He's still dealing right now, actually, into the 9th. One man down in the 9th inning. So Gausman looks like he's going to throw the complete game shutout here if they allow it. Blue Jays 6-0 up. So got the early payout already. So going along okay, D-Rock. We'll try our best with this card tomorrow. Remember, there's 25% off everything in the merch store with the promo code football. So check out some MLB Gambling Podcast merch. and we'll start Friday's action. New sets of series here, remember, 2:20 Eastern Time. Tampa Bay Rays are at the Chicago Cubs. Shane Baz for the Rays will take on left-handed pitcher Matthew Boyd. For the Cubbies, minus 170 the Cubs, plus 145 the Rays. And I haven't wrote any of the totals down, D-Rock. I'll do that in a minute. Have you got a total on this?
Yeah, 7.5. Minus 110 both ways.
7.5. I'll write the rest down when you're handicapping this next game. So Baz is doing all right. Don't mind him particularly. Just kind of very middling profile. There was quite a few pictures on this card who just bored me. I was like, I don't know what to do with you. You're not good. You're not bad. And Shane Baz was in that envelope. His last week starts being okay. His numbers on the season are better on the road. So if you kind of looked at his full season numbers, you might think he's been going okay, but that's not been the case recently. He did struggle his last couple of road starts. Boyd was better last time out against Washington, but that was against the Washington team that was slumping at the time. He has been very, very good at home. This game was kind of hard to handicap. The last line of my notes says here, Chicago will probably win, but they'll be about minus 160. And I'm not a kick in the arse off them. So the minus 170, you might find the minus 160. So Cubbies, unit and a half play maybe, but I didn't have anything more adventurous than that, Dylan.
Yeah, I really don't want to back either side in this game. I probably would look towards an over. My total came out to 8.7. I like Boyd. I think he's been fine at home, but Boyd has given up 2+ runs in 6 straight games now. And then on the other side, Shane Baz, he's just someone I like to fade, I think, honestly, for me. He's another guy. He gives up a ton of hits, a ton of hard contact. He's allowed 2+ runs in 8 of his last 9 games as well. So Cubs starting to play a little better as well in the back half of that Braves series. So I think we could see runs here, especially with these two starters early. So I probably back the full game over, or maybe the first 5 over with these two pitchers, but Cubs should win the game. I just don't want to back them at this price. But, yeah, I don't mind an over in the first 5.
Okay. Jason joined us back-to-back nights for Jason in the chat. Welcome along, Jason. Nice to have you. The chat last night, D-Rock, me and Lonte did the show. Yeah. And the chat gave us so many. Like, me and Lonte were just bystanders. Everyone in the chat was just firing out really shrewd plays. Like, we didn't need to be here at all. It was fucking great. It was like I was watching a show, just watching like Jason, Neon, Keon, Gio, all the boys were just piling the winners in. Loved all of it. 6:45 Eastern first pitch is the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Washington Nationals. We've seen a late pitching change in this one, which means it is off the board currently. Pittsburgh have Mitch Keller confirmed. And the Washington did have Andrew Alvarez going, but I believe now it's going to be Brad Lord, which does make sense because I had Brad Lord listed last night, and he isn't going. So,
really?
He didn't go last night. Yeah, so I've got Keller v Lord, D-Rock, if that's your play. But that late pitching changes no line. So what have you got?
Yeah, no lines. I mean, regardless, I did have Andrew Alvarez. He has been pitching well, but Nationals have been playing well as well. They had a good series versus the Cubs. They beat up on the Marlins, and now they get the Pirates at home. And Pittsburgh, they're not playing well either. 1-4 straight up in their last 5. Now they're staying on the road where we like to fade them. They struggle on the road. I think this is a tough spot for them. You know, Mitch Keller is not good. He's given up 2+ runs in 8 of his last 9 games. And I think Nationals have been just playing the better team. They're playing better. I trust their bullpen right now a little more. I probably would take Washington, depending on the price. I got to do my numbers over because I thought it was Andrew Alvarez. But by the way, I do think the kid is good. In 2 starts, he's been pretty good. But yeah, I mean, Brad Lord's not bad either, but I probably would prefer Alvarez. But yeah, we're going to fade Mitch Keller here. I probably would take Nationals. I just don't have a number.
I really like the Nationals when it was Alvarez because like you said, I think Alvarez is good. Now it's Brad Lord. It's a little bit more tricky, but it doesn't change the handicap. The handicap being that Pittsburgh, and I've done 3 shows in a row now. It's difficult when you do 3 shows in a row because the feeling you have on a team doesn't change. So you're just doing and you're doing the same series every day. I keep handicapping the Pittsburgh pitchers favourably. So I went through Paul Skeens. Tonight was Johan Oviedo. And then we move on to Mitch Keller. And the pitching's all been sneaky good, but then Pittsburgh never win. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's Paul Skeens, who's Cy Young contender. Doesn't mean who's pitching. Pittsburgh will get beat. And they've done it again tonight. Oviedo was fine. We talked about that 2-2 through the first 5. And then Baltimore have gone away and finished off, beating them 3-2 later on. So it's largely irrelevant whether it's Lord, Alvarez or anybody else. Because Pittsburgh are losing these games. The offense is still incredibly anemic. It was 5 in a row before tonight. It's now 6 in a row. And I think the Nationals, with the presence of Lord, because he has got quite an ugly game log before his last start, I think we might see a half-decent price here. I'll take the Washington Nationals because Pittsburgh can't win. 6:45 Eastern. The Kansas City Royals are at the Philadelphia Phillies. We have Michael Lorenzen starting for the Royals, and he's going to take on Walker Buehler of the Philadelphia Phillies. No lines on this one, which is because
we got lines.
You've got lines. Hit me, D-Rock.
Minus 132 for Philly, plus 112 for the Royals. Total is at 9.
Okay. Love it. So Lorenzen, very mediocre. Another one of these boring guys that I just mentioned, actually. 2, 3 or 4 earned runs in 5 or 6 innings. Bosh. Lost his last 2 against the Twins and the Angels. Opposition, which are definitely not as strong as Philadelphia. Now, the flag in the ointment here is Walker Buehler. Obviously cut loose by Boston last week. Added by Philadelphia, who want to use him to go to a 6-man roster, is to try and manage everybody, get everybody set up as well as they can for the start of the playoffs. Buehler did pitch on Saturday in AAA at Lehigh Valley. I think they're the Iron Pigs, aren't they, Lehigh Valley? So he did pitch there. Interesting to see how a change of scenery does him. It's largely irrelevant because it doesn't matter if they win or lose. They're plenty far enough ahead. And like I say, his job here is just to give a little bit of rest to the Philadelphia rotation. Philly have been completely in control of this homestand. They have absolutely dog-walked the Mets. And the homestand continues. I don't know why they just don't turn up at the ballpark and score another 8 runs off Michael Lorenzen. So I was happy to take Buehler out of it. He is a little bit of a question mark, so I didn't need to factor him in. I like the Philly team total. They'll score plenty of runs off Lorenzen here. 5 or 6. Like I say, up to 8 as well within their remit. I'll take Philly team total, mate.
Yeah, Walker Buehler making his first start for the Phillies. Maybe a change of scenery. Maybe that's what he needed. Philly playing well right now. They just beat the shit out of my Mets. Offense looks really good. You mentioned it. And now they're facing Michael Lorenzen, who struggles on the road. 3-5 straight up, 5.22 ERA, gives up the long ball. I just think this is a bad spot for him, and I just don't think the Royals, to your point, will be able to compete offensively with the Phillies right now. Even if Buehler gives up 3-4 runs, I just don't think that will be enough. I think Philly will be able to score 6-7 runs. Just look at what they've been doing the past few days. So, yeah, I like the Phillies team total. I don't mind that play. Minus 125, I think that's a very fair price. I know it's Walker Buehler, but I just trust this offense will give him the run support he needs to win this game. So, yeah, I'm going to be on Philly as well.
We are brought to you by mybookie.ag, your place to bet on football and everything else. Prop builders second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning, fast payouts using crypto. A bet I like tonight on MyBookie is Jordan Love to 2 or more passing touchdowns, round about plus 100. So, is that a no from you?
No, I said, ooh, I like it.
Okay. Yeah, mate, I'll just sit here and throw out fucking NFL plays.
Hey, are you going to make that when they go to London, are you and Barry going to do that morning start, the pregame show?
Yes. Oh yeah, last time we did that, both of the listeners thought it was absolutely outstanding, mate.
Yeah.
It was an absolute wow. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And Rhythm is well and truly primed for NFL as well. Rhythm last year was brilliant. ATS was brilliant on the quarterback props. All the other sports, MLB, WNBA, golf, college football over there too. The leaderboard, weekly cash prizes for tracking your bets. You can go to $1,000. Get your 7-day free trial at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Trevor Lawrence higher on his rushing yards is the player to get involved with on Rhythm this week as well. I've been doing my homework, D-Rock.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
it.
Don't worry about me. Everything is entirely under control. 7:07 first pitch. The Baltimore Orioles are at the Toronto Blue Jays. Left-handed pitcher Trevor Rogers for Baltimore will take on Chris Bassett of the Blue Jays. -135 Toronto, +115 Baltimore. And no, why is there no totals on these
I got
games?
an 8. I got an 8.
I'm seeing an 8 as well. Okay, hit me, Dylan.
Yeah, I do like the Blue Jays here at home -134, but I actually like the over as well. My total came out to 8.8. I know Trevor Rogers is good, but his last 2 road starts have gone over this number. And even though Chris Bassett is undefeated at home this season, he's another guy. He'll give up 2, 3, even 4 runs himself. He's just backed off by a really good offense at home. We know how good this offense is for Toronto. The over has been profitable there as well, 41-28 at home towards the over. And usually we do get higher scoring games when these two teams come together. 8 of the 10 meetings between these two teams have gone into double digits. So really doesn't matter who's pitching. The offenses from both teams always seem to break out. So yeah, give me the over. I think we see another high scoring game.
Yeah, I think the Baltimore might sneak this one. Rogers' long run of wins continued against the Dodgers last time. It's not like he's beaten up on soft opposition. 6 wins in a row, 8 of his last 9. Baltimore have managed to win. And although Bassett is pitching okay, he is on a 4-game losing streak. Okay, the Blue Jays won tonight behind that absolute gem from Gosman. But they've definitely dropped off a little bit lately. And I think sometimes you can just stick with the basic trends. I don't think you don't have to dig too deep into it. Rogers on the winning streak, Bassett on the losing streak. So I'll take Baltimore here at +115. Elias Navarez has joined us on his debut. It's a big league debut for Elias tonight. Normally listens to Spotify the day after, but has joined us in the live chat. So welcome, Elias. Lovely to have you. If you've got any plays for these Friday games, mate, stick them in the chat box. That's where all the shrewdies turn up. So yeah, absolutely delighted to have you with us. To the top of the page, D-Rock, for your New York Mets at 7:10 Eastern. Texas Rangers are the visitors to Citi Field, and it's the revenge game. Jacob deGrom goes for Texas. For the Mets, they will be throwing Jonah Tong, the rookie, and this is a match on the books. It is -110 each of 2, with the total at 7.5. Now, I've just said on that last game, sometimes you're happy to stick with the kind of basic trends. So, and in this D-Rock, there's one team that I really want to bet on. There's another team that I really don't want to bet on. There's a pitcher that I want to bet on, and there's another that I'm not convinced by. I just can't not bet the Rangers here. The Rangers have a 4-game winning streak. The Mets have a 5-game losing streak. deGrom hasn't been as good. The only concession I'll give you is that deGrom has wobbled a little bit lately. But this is the revenge game. He's going to love this tomorrow. The Mets are better at home as well. This is all gut vibes and feelings. I just can't bring myself to... And the two teams, you can only put your money on the Rangers at the moment, unless you're going to come at me with some bullish riposte.
Yeah, I mean, how the hell are the Mets favored? Give me the dog +116 for deGrom. I mean,
you +116?
Yeah, I got +116 like
shit. I got -110 here. Get in.
Let me see right now while I'm looking. Yeah, -104. See, got to get it early, kid. Especially here in Queens, too, where he had some of his best outings. I mean, I went to multiple games of Jacob deGrom in Citi Field, and he was just absolutely lights out. The Mets stink. They can't win to save their life right now, so it really doesn't matter how good Juan Soto has been. This team has no heart. They just roll over. Once they don't have the lead, they just roll over like a fucking dog. So I like the kid, Jonah Tong. I think he's good. I think he'll be okay. Even if they have the lead, surprisingly, no one should trust this Mets bullpen right now to hold the lead. This team, they're just going in different directions. 3-7 for the Mets. Rangers are 7-3. They just swept the Brewers while the Mets got embarrassed by the Phillies. There's no way the Mets should be the favorite. I don't care if they're home or on the way. So give me the dog. I also think 7.5 is extremely low as well. My total came out to 8.6. So I like the over as well. But yeah, give me the dog.
Does Albus roll over on command?
He's food driven, so if I have like a blueberry or something, he'll roll over. But
yeah, he's like you then. If I had a donut, you'd do anything, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Yeah. 7:10 Eastern. The Chicago White Sox at the Cleveland Guardians. Left-handed pitcher Martin Perez for the White Sox will go up against Tanner Bybee for Cleveland to a -170. Home favourites, the White Sox, +145. Total, Dylan, is 8.
Yeah, we hit on Chicago on the last show, and I've been on them lately, and they've been a feisty team, 8-2 in their last 10, and they've been dogs in all of those games. And in this game, I only made the Guardians a -130 favorite. -170 for them is crazy. So I'll take the +146. I think that's a great price for Martin Perez. And to be honest, I love this spot for him. I know his last start might have scared some people off of him, but outside of that last start, he has had a good year outside of the injuries, and against the Guardians, who really aren't scoring a bunch of runs lately. They've only scored more than 3 runs one time in the last 5 games. And statistically, the Guardians have one of the worst offenses in the league. And actually, the White Sox have a better offense than them. They struggle against lefties. I'm not high on Tanner Bybee, who I just think is very inconsistent. He gives up a lot of hard contact. So, yeah, I like this spot for Martin Perez, and I think the White Sox keep it rolling. +146. Give me the dog.
White Sox are absolutely rolling, you're right. Jason agrees. Chase Mydroth over half a single is Jason's play. He's hit that in 8 of his last 9, including 2 more today. So Jason's got the player props angle covered. My pick here was a White Sox team total. Perez was going well until Detroit got him last time for 6. And he does struggle on the road. If he's going to struggle, it's away from home where he does it. 4 games with a 5.30 ERA. Has only pitched 45 innings so far this season. But Bybee's been vulnerable, giving up 9 earned across his last 2 home starts. His July and August ERA is up above 6 in 11 starts. And I think the White Sox can score some runs. So I'm happy to take Perez out of it. We'll get the White Sox on the board. So same play, but a different angle, really, that yourself and Jason fancy. But yes, Chicago White Sox team total, D-Rock, is my play. We move on to the 7:10 Eastern first pitch. The Detroit Tigers at the Miami Marlins. Left-handed pitcher Tarek Skubal for the Tigers takes on Sandy Alcantara of the Marlins. +180 home puppies. The Fish -220. The Tigers with a total of 7. Skubal carries on being silly good. 14 innings scoreless over his last 2 starts. Those resulted in 11-0 aggregate wins for the Tigers. Sandy gave up 4. We kind of jinxed him, myself and Lonte talked about, because Lonte was on him at the start of the season, Cy Young, and we ripped into Lonte for the first couple of months. And then actually Sandy's bounced back, and we talked to him last time, and then he gave up 4 runs against Philly. But that Philly offense, we've mentioned them twice already. They're absolutely locked in at the moment. He's got several strong 7-inning low-scoring outings in his recent game log against similar level of oppo to Detroit. 4 unders in his last 5. This is definitely low-scoring. Detroit are on a bit of an epic road trip at the moment, so maybe just feeling it. So they probably will win, but they might only need to score 3 or 4 runs to do it. So 3-1, 4-2, something like that. I'll take the under 7, Dylan.
We're going to go the opposite way. Give me the over 7 at -105. I know Tariq Skubal is pitching, but 7 I feel like just seems extremely low when you got Sandy Alcantara going on the other side. I know he's been decent in August, but his last start was not promising. He's good to give up anywhere between 2 to 4 runs. And with the way the Tigers are seeing the ball, look what they just did in those last 2 games versus the Yankees. They could get over this number themselves. And I know the Marlins, they might not be able to score a bunch of runs off of Skubal, but they might get 2 to 3 off that bullpen as well. The over is 4-0 in the Fish last 4 games as well. So we have seen higher scoring games between these two teams. Feel like 7 is just a little too low. So I'll take a lean on the over.
Al Gore is on my side. He wants the first 5 under here between those two. So it's 2-1. Megan Al picking up. Bollocks, yeah. That's 3. Who mentioned bollocks the other night? Oh, someone in the chat mentioned bollocks and correctly spelled it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, because Lonte mangled it the other day. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Keon Neon. Got it absolutely spot on. So, yeah. More bollocks needs to spread across America, Dylan. That's you and everyone else's job.
I got
7:10 Eastern, first pitch is the good series New York Yankees at the Boston Red Sox. Fortunately, no lines. The Yankees officially TBD, but I think it's Lewis Hill who'll
I
go
got lines for you.
For the Yankees. You got Lewis Hill, yeah?
Yeah, I got Lewis Hill.
Cool. Taking on Lucas Giolito for the Red Sox, and the lines are
-126 for the Yankees, +108 for the Red Sox. Total is at 9.
Give us a winner, Dylan.
Yeah, give me the dog, home puppy, Red Sox +108. My numbers actually made him a -110 favorite. I did not like what I saw from the Yankees at the end of that Tigers series. The offense just went away. The bullpen is still a major problem for them. Meanwhile, Boston has a top 5 bullpen right now. I trust the offense more for Boston, much more than the Yankees. I'm not a Lewis Hill fan. He's already has a loss versus this Red Sox team. And let's be honest, the Red Sox have owned the Yankees this year, 8-2 straight up in the 10 games played. Wrong team is favored. Give me the Red Sox +108.
You have the exact same play. Lewis Hill did hit the ground running, coming back off the IL. 5 starts in a row, 2 or fewer earned runs. But Giolito's numbers are very, very similar. His performances and his ERA from June onwards particularly have been impeccable. Boston are excellent at home. I get the feeling Hill is due a bump in the road, and I think that was kind of what you were indicating there. You said you didn't really trust him. And as I mentioned on last night's show, I did bet Boston to win the division. And if they're going to win the division for me, they need to win games like this particularly. So I'll take Boston. I'll join you at +108. Team right, says Jason. Gio has joined us in the chat. Gio, good evening. How are you? Move on. We're rattling through these. I'm going to tell you about Underdog. It's your place to play Fantasy Pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times your entry. Simply pick higher or lower on your favourite player's stats. For example, Trevor Lawrence, higher on his rushing yards. Brand new offer here. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code MLB SGPN. And finally, we're brought to you by Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig is an exchange, so you know you're getting some of the best prices in the market. It's available in over 35 states. If you download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 using our code SGPN, get on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. 7:15 Eastern is the Houston Astros at the Atlanta Braves. Houston officially TBD. I think it's Spencer Arrighetti, and he will take on Hurston Waldrop of the Braves. D-Rock, you got lines on this one?
Yeah, so for Houston versus Atlanta, we got Houston -132, Atlanta +112, totals at 8.5.
Okay, I'm going the home underdog again, Dylan. Houston, I mean, the blob tonight, two hit by the Blue Jays tonight by Gosman. Yeah. In that series, it really fell apart a little bit. They couldn't hit at all with runners in scoring position all week. The bullpen ERA since the start of the month is 5.32, been absolute dog shit. Now, there has been a few brighter spots for Arrighetti lately. But Houston refused to win for him. They've lost his last 6 starts, and he's less trustworthy on the road. Waldrop's been very good. 6 starts, 3.59 ERA, which drops down to a 1.50 ERA at home. Houston are wobbling. I think the Braves at plus money can get them here. Give me Atlanta.
I actually like the under in this one. Hunter Brown, he's good. My total came out to 7.6. I still don't want to back the Braves, even though Waldrop has been really good. He hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in any start this year. And I think Hunter Brown has been good as well. He's another guy. He hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in 8 straight games. So the Astros have gone under this number in 4 of their last 5 games. It's going to be a windy night in Atlanta tomorrow. Winds blowing in. So I think we see a low-scoring game. I feel like 8.5 is really high for this game. Like I said, my total came out to 7.6. So I think we see a lower-scoring game. I do think the Braves are live here, but I probably would want a little bigger of a number. But yeah, I like the under.
Next up is an 8:10 Eastern first pitch between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Minnesota Twins. It is Brandon Pfaadt for the D-backs. Pablo Lopez takes the ball for the Twins. Twins minus 130, Arizona plus 110. Total Dylan is 8.
Yeah, I agree with Minnesota being the favorite here, but not at a minus 130, even at home. My numbers only made him a minus 125 favorite. I do think Pablo Lopez is the better pitcher, but I probably would like the over 8. I made my total 8.5. He's only made 2 starts in the last 3.5 months, and he hasn't even been that good. Look at his last start since coming back. He didn't look good. D-backs, they'll be able to get a few runs off of him, and the Twins, I think they're going to, as bad as offense as they have, I think they'll be able to get to Brandon Pfaadt as well. He's been terrible on the road, 7.13 ERA, batters hitting almost 300 off of him, and he's given up 4+ runs on the road in his last 4 road games. So I think we see a higher scoring game. And if it does become a shootout, I probably would take Arizona as the dog because I just don't trust Minnesota's offense. But, yeah, I lean the dog, but I probably would go with the over instead.
Yeah, you can't live your life back in Minnesota at minus 130. That's no fucking way to carry on. Brandon Pfaadt was better last time. He's got a fairly inconsistent game log. It is volatile. Lopez has been steady, 3.32 home ERA. I found this tricky just because this is a complete dead rubber. They've got neither team with anything to play for at all. But just a little eye test. I did watch the Diamondbacks last night win at the Giants behind Eduardo Rodriguez. Both teams are trotting out sort of 3, 4, 5 rookies every night just to get these lads accustomed. And I liked the D-backs approach at the plate. I liked what they were doing. The lineup looks fun. Looks hungry is the word I've written down here. The lineup looks hungry. So I'll take the 2 bang average teams. And if you want to call it at worst a coin toss, you'll take the plus money. So yeah, I'll take the Snakes at plus 110. 8:10 Eastern. The St. Louis Cardinals are at the Milwaukee Brewers. Andre Palante for the Cards will take on Quinn Priester for the Brewers. Plus 155 St. Louis, minus 185 for the Brewers. Total here is at 8.5. I've been playing it a little bit. Have you ever played Out of the Park, Dylan?
No, what is that?
It's like it's a baseball sim game, like you play on your PC. But it's quite in-depth. Obviously, you do it's just like a management sort of game. And I've been playing as the Nationals, but I've got Quinn Priester on my team. So for the first 3 minutes handicapping this game, I actually handicapped the virtual Quinn Priester in my head because I know how he's been pitching for my team. And then I realised, in the real world, son, I wasn't handicapping the actual Quinn Priester. So maybe I need to touch a little bit of grass because I was handicapping the little computer Quinn Priester. He's been very good, by the way. Palante, another really dull profile. He throws the odd half-decent start, scattered amongst the less good ones, but more losses than wins. An August ERA of 8.67 caught the eye. Priester's been great. The Brewers are looking to bounce back after that sweep at Texas, and they are much, much happier at home. I think this is a good spot for the Brewers. I'll take the Brewers on the run line, Dylan.
Yeah, both clubs really aren't playing the best baseball right now, but I do think this is a good series for the Brewers to get back on track. You know, it was a tough road trip for them. They get today off, come back home where they're a wagon in Milwaukee, and they get the Cardinals, who they struggle on the road. They just got swept by the Mariners. Offense really doesn't look good. And we got to continue to ride the streak, Mal. 17 straight wins for the Brewers in his last 17 starts, and that includes a win over this Cardinal team. Love this spot for the Brewers. I think the offense gets going as well, especially against Andre Palat, who I'm really not high on. Minus 1.5 for the Brewers at plus 125. I like that price. Give me the Brewers run line.
I can't believe I forgot to roll out that stat. That's been one of our favourite stats on Quinn Priester for the last few weeks. So I forgot about that one. Next up is a fairly uninspiring series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. It will be Tanner Gordon for the Rockies. Dylan Cease will throw for the Padres. Minus 320, Holy Toledo, San Diego. Plus 260, Colorado. Total is 8. Right, Dylan, what you meant to do with this shit?
Yeah, I probably won't be betting this game, but maybe Padres first 5 minus a half. Dylan Cease is okay at home. He did have a nice outing versus Rockies team in his last start, and we already know how bad Tanner Gordon is. And look at his last start versus Padre team. He just was terrible. He's been bad all year on the road. Rockies are a mess. And if the Padres can get this offense going finally, you know, I worry about them. I feel like if they can't get it going here against Tanner Gordon, there might be real concerns for San Diego moving forward going into the playoffs. But I probably would back them here in this spot, but probably would not at this number. I won't be betting this game. If you don't like if you don't have a prop that has really good value, I would advise not to bet this game.
Yeah, I tried to be clever the other night and take the Rockies with Kyle Freeland at the Dodgers. And then I woke up and put the highlights on, and I just thought, what the fuck are you doing? Like what an absolute just waste of money. I just trying to get way too cute. They've lost 5 in a row. I kind of feel a bit sorry for them that they have to go from the Dodgers to the Padres, just like on an endless loop of getting shellacked. Because Gordon saw the Padres last week, gave up 6 earned runs. In a game, they lost 8-1. 5 starts, 9.33 road ERA. Very good. Dylan Cease pitched in that same game last week, the 8-1. He was fine. The Padres lead the season series here 7-2. They've covered in all 7. Fucking hell, they've scored some runs. They've scored 8 runs twice. They've scored 13, 10, and 21 in these games. Just absolute madness. Padres, get on the alt run line or team total, anything. You're right, just back the Padres to do stuff or do something else, but you can't kind of handicap this seriously. Jason's saying it's a go-to a meeting game. There you go. Gamble responsibly, etc. Where are we going? 10:05 Eastern. Cincinnati Reds at the Athletic. Cincinnati throw Brady Singer. The A's are officially TBD. I've got JT Ginn. Have you got him going, D-Rock?
I got JT Ginn going.
Okay. Have you got lines, mate?
Yeah, let me get them for you real quick.
Thank you.
So minus 120 for the A's at home, plus 102 for the Reds. Total is going to be a high 10.
Okay, tell us why you're going to pick the Reds.
Yeah, I think the wrong team is favored. Give me the Reds.
Straight in.
That one was easy. Give me the Reds plus 102. My numbers made them a minus 140 favorite. I think that's a little steep, but getting plus money here on the road. The Reds have actually been playing better baseball as of late. They won 4 of the last 5 games, and against 2 pretty good teams that might make the playoffs in the Padres and the Mets. I know Singer, he really isn't the best on the road, but last month or so, he's been good. Only 1 poor start in his last 7. I think he's better than JT Ginn, who he's only 1-4 at home this year, 6.64 ERA. And he just had an awful month of August for the A's. I don't trust him. I don't trust the bullpen of Sacramento right now. And to be honest, where has the offense gone? They went scoreless in 2 straight games versus Boston in that series. So I don't trust the offense either at home. So, I'll take the Reds. Give me the plus money.
Yeah, I had the Reds down as my pick, and then you read those odds out to me, and my eyebrows nearly shot off my head. Singer have been very good lately. He's only given up over 1 earned run once in his last 5 starts. The Reds have won 7 of his last 8 starts. JT Ginn pitched in the mad game last time out. He pitched in the 17-4 win at the LA Angels. But he's got a 6.64 home ERA in 11 starts. The Reds are 6-4 in the last 10. They're still in the wild card race. They're playing well, like you say. They're competing against better teams than this. Prices are wrong. Absolutely WTF here. I will take the Reds. Penultimate game on the show. It sees the LA Angels at the Seattle Mariners. Officially TBD, the Angels. I'm seeing you say Kikuchi. I feel like I've handicapped him 3 nights in a row now. Kikuchi goes up against Luis Castillo for the Mariners. The lines, D-Rock, are...
-164 for the Mariners, +138 for the Halos. Total is at 7.5.
I mean, Kikuchi's just a big no thanks. 18 earned runs in his last 3 starts, which only covers 11 and 2/3 innings. Castillo, however, hasn't been very good either. 5 earned runs to Tampa Bay and San Diego in 2 of his last 3 starts. 5 overs in a row. I think Seattle win, but LA can chip in. Did you see the total was 7?
7.5.
7. Oh, don't give a shit. I'd take over 9.5. Runs here. Runs, D-Rook.
Yeah, Mariners are also starting to heat up again, and possibly at the right time, too. I like the Mariners' run line. +134. I think that's very enticing. They've won 5 in a row. And you mentioned it at the start. We love to fade Kikuchi on the road. 1-8 straight up, 5.45 ERA. And Seattle has had success against him this year. They're playing well. The pitching has been good. The bullpen's been good. And I know we talked about Castillo last week. At home, he's backable. On the road, not so much. But I think at home, this is a really good spot against an Angel team who they don't have a good bullpen. The offense is not really clicking. So I'm going to fade the Halos in this spot. I think Seattle keeps it rolling. And they've also, in those 5-game winning streak, they've also covered the run line in 5 straight as well. So, yeah, give me the run line for the Mariners +134.
Thank you very much. Final game, 10:15 Eastern. LA Dodgers at the San Francisco Giants. It will be Yoshinobu Yamamoto. For the Dodgers, San Francisco will throw Justin Verlander and are +130 home underdogs, -155 the Dodgers. Total, Dylan, 7.5. Finish us off with a winner.
Yeah, I hate this game, if I'm being honest. I think both teams have been playing well, but probably an unpopular pick, but I probably would take the under 7.5. My total came out to 7.3. Yamamoto has been better on the road. Verlander has put to back really good starts in back-to-back games right now. The under has been profitable for the Dodgers on as of late, 6-3 towards the under. Both teams have been unders the whole season, essentially. So I think we see a lower scoring game. What is concerning me is the Dodgers offense has kind of got going here, but it was against the Rockies. I feel like against San Francisco and Verlander, who has been good, I think it might cool down. Wind is blowing out, and we talked about that, I think, last time with San Francisco kind of being a hitter-friendly ballpark. Maybe it gets over, but I probably would take the under with these 2 pitchers.
I'm happy to fade Yamamoto off the no-hitter or the near no-hitter from last weekend where he went 8 2/3. Because not only it's a proper letdown spot this for Yamamoto, because not only did he blow the no-hitter, he then got the extra kick in the bollocks of losing the game when Baltimore scored 4 runs out of nowhere. And he went from hero to absolutely nothing. And we've been getting on the right side of Verlander, I feel like, in the last 2 or 3 weeks. We did spot that he's been going okay. Backed him the last couple of starts. Back-to-back 0 earned run starts. Giants in decent form. And as we've said for the last month or so, I've got no problem fading the Dodgers on the road. Does not bother me at all. All right, they've just beat up the Rockies at home. Whatever, I mean, you could do that. I think the Giants are a lovely price here. I'll take San Francisco D-Rock at +130. Dylan, have you got a lock and a dog for us?
Yeah, I gave out a lot of dogs today. I'm going to be honest. Washington was going to be my lock, if I'm being honest, but they were not. Instead, I will go with another NL East team. Give me the Phillies. I know it's Walker Buehler on the mound, but I just trust this offense right now. Minus 125, I think, is a very good price. Faded Michael Lorenzen on the road here. Give me the Phillies on the money line, minus 125 as my lock. As my dog, I was going to take the Rangers, but they are no longer a dog. Like the White Sox here. Give me the Red Sox, plus 108. It's a small little puppy, but I do think the wrong team is favored here. I'm not a fan of Lewis Hill right now. Lucas Giolito has been really good, and the Red Sox has just owned the Yankees this year. I trust the offense more, and the Yankees offense has kind of gone quiet here, so I don't trust them against Lucas Giolito, who has been really good. So, yeah, give me the Red Sox as my dog, plus 108.
I've got far more dogs than I've got kind of lock potential stuff here. I'm going to take the Brewers on the run line. I think back behind Priester at home, it's hard for this Brewers team to lose another game. I think they'll get back on the horse here against a very, very lukewarm St. Louis team. So I'll take the Brewers on the run line. My dog, I've got tons of them. I like the Braves. I like the Giants. I like the Reds. The Reds are out. The Reds are my favourite, but they're a shitty little price. They're plus 102. Let's go with Atlanta. Atlanta, Hurston Waldrop, plus 112 against Spencer Arrighetti, who's wobbly. The Astros are wobbly. The bullpen is wobbly. It's all wobbly in Houston. So, yeah, Atlanta Braves at plus 112. And D-Rock, you're now trying to put together a hashtag streak of home run hitters. What have you got? Can you go 2 for 2?
Yeah, give me Juan Soto. Gonna go Juan Soto again. Even if it isn't DeGrom, but DeGrom has given up 6 home runs in the last 6 games. He has given up the long ball quite more than you would expect, but I'm gonna take Juan Soto to keep it rolling here. I mean, come on. He's going up against Jacob DeGrom, who's looking for revenge, and Juan Soto's gonna spoil that. So give me Juan Soto, have a home run.
Okay, I'm going to fade Tanner Bybee here, which means I'm going to take him Chicago White Sox hitter. Just can't decide which one to do. So I'm doing some live working out here. Lennon Sosa, do you think? Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah,
we go with that.
Yeah,
he hit 20 bombs so far, hasn't he? Yeah, okay. Lennon Sosa is the answer. Tanner Bybee loves giving up the long ball. So Lennon Sosa isn't a name we've called on the show so far this season, so we'll take Sosa. Al Gore's lock is the Tigers to win with the first 5 under. So there you go. So you've got a lock from me, a lock from Dylan, a lock from Al. D-Rock, anything you want to tell us or tell the people before we let them go?
No, just enjoy the games, Thursday night football, and wish me luck. I'm going to see a neurologist tomorrow.
What's wrong with you? What does that mean?
To take an MRI on my head, my brain. I get these massive headaches since I was like in middle school, and they're just fucking hell. They're crucial. So yeah, I got an Advil just isn't strong enough, and I don't want to get addicted to that shit. So I got to see what's wrong with me.
Okay, well, we've been wondering that for a number of years, Dylan. So if you could help us out when you get the diagnosis, that would be tremendous. Well, good luck with that, mate. I've got the pub tomorrow. I don't know what's happening tomorrow with the show, actually, because no one's available. I'm going to the pub. You're getting your head examined, not before time. And Scott's on a stag do somewhere.
Latte got a solo show.
Unless Lonte doesn't know he's doing a solo show, though. I don't know if Lonte knows he's doing a show at all. Anyway, Dylan, don't tell anyone. It's none of our business. No. So there might not be a show tomorrow. Make your own picks. You do better than us anyway. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, Jason and Al and Gio in the chat. Elias as well, who joined us earlier on. It was really nice to have Elias on debut. Premier League show starts in 3 minutes if you're really keen to listen to another hour of my nonsense. Otherwise, good luck with all your bets, and we will see you down the road. Cheers.